Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, we're waiting for 1 more minute and we'll start. Okay, I think we can start. So hello, everyone. Welcome to our 13th weekly call of the DeFi group of the Free Tone. We don't have really big agenda for today. Let's make it quick in this case. So the first point on our agenda is the DEX implementation contest update. So after the previous call, Vladimir Maslikov has organized this dedicated group for preparation of the DEX implementation contest, and it seems that it's almost finished. In fact, the description. So I didn't see any other comments for a couple of days already. And Vladimir, maybe you can just give a bit of update. So what you managed to achieve with the description. Vladimir?
Yeah, sorry, I have a terrible connection. I'm on the train, so I'm not sure.
No worries.
Connection. Yeah, but what I can say is that there were very few comments. I expect people that joined the group to add more comments till the end of the week. I think for the reason that there are a lot of teams that want to do the stablecoin contest and the DEX contest, we should maybe put them in a little bit different time frame. So my idea is that we should maybe take another week for specification and launch stablecoin SAP, so people could start submitting their proposals for the stablecoin. And maybe later next week we'll launch the DEX contest. So I don't think we should be in a hurry, especially because people are not very active in commenting the proposal and getting their feedback. So can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. In this case, maybe it's worth to publish the contest ASAP on the forum to let the community have a look on it also and provide their comments, because I guess that not everyone is on the group, on the working group, who maybe wanted to be there and because they missed the notification about it. So let's give them a few more days.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please. Yeah, go on. Okay, so let's publish this on the forum and let people comment there. And hopefully next week the DEX contest will be launched. At the same time, it seems that the stablecoin contest. Yes, Vladimir, I can hear you. Please say.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let's publish it on forum maybe this weekend and see how it goes there.
Okay, very good. And also, meanwhile, you are here, so can you please give a short update on the stablecoin contest description? So, are we ready to launch it?
I think Alexander is launching it. We finalized the proposal. So it's the first stage, design and implementation. We made it as broad as possible. So any idea is welcome. And I think we're ready to go and publish it on the blockchain.
Okay, very good. Very good.
I can do it on this weekend, for example.
Let's do it today if the description is finished and people gave all their comments. So I don't think we should wait for any longer, and we will just let people already start preparing the works for the contest.
Okay, last call today. Tomorrow I do it and put on forum.
Brilliant. So let's give them a couple of days for warm up to get acknowledged with the contest terms, and let's start it from Monday.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Can I ask some questions about that?
Of
yeah.
course.
So I just got to the document basically. So I had some comments on that. And what are the proposed dates for the contest? Because there are none in the proposal. Oh, sorry. From 26th to 18th of December. Got it.
Yes, but it was 1 week or 2 weeks ago we thought about this. I think we need to change on 2 weeks more.
Okay.
Start and end, I think.
Because December 18 is like an 8 date.
Yeah. Of course.
So how long should take? Like 2 weeks? 3 weeks? You're proposing?
I'm not sure. I need to look inside, but I think 3 weeks. How I remember it.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks currently.
I think it's pretty much until the end of the year.
Well, because of the end of the year, I would just give it 4 weeks from the start.
I agree, and not problem. How do you think?
No
because
problem at all.
if we start from Monday, I think it will be on New Year party. Maybe 1 week more we need.
11th of January, something like that.
I agree.
It starts on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I also had some other comments there.
Yes, brilliant.
On substance.
Brilliant. Yeah, very good. Okay. So in this case, Alexander, Vladimir, please have a look at the comments of Mitya there. I think they're more than valuable. And let's do our best just to launch the contest next week, because of the end of the year, it's better to run it now or never. Because otherwise it will shift to the next year, definitely.
Yeah, sure. We'll do it till the end of December for sure. I hope even faster.
Okay, very good. Now we shift to the last point of the agenda. It's the Bridges implementation contest. So we successfully launched the Polkadot implementation contest this week, starting from Monday, if I'm not wrong. And we also worked out the proposal for the contest for Ethereum implementation, bridge implementation, in the similar way. So it's almost a copycat of Polkadot with some changes related to Ethereum. So I will publish it today, and I ask you to get acknowledged with it, and hopefully we will also launch it on Monday, because there is really no changes. Are you okay with it?
Yes, okay.
Okay, very good. So that's really it. So we have the last update maybe is that we have the contest for extra rewards finished. So I didn't manage yet to just collect the results of the contest, but I hope I will manage to do this tomorrow. And I will prepare the payout table and give it to the payment group for verification. So hopefully next week we will distribute all the rewards to those who applied and won the contest. That's pretty it for today. So it's extremely short, as I promised. Maybe we have some other topics to discuss, guys. Any questions? Any proposals?
I have a conversation with Nimrod today, and he want to bring some interesting partnership with some sites, and for this partnership he need stablecoin backed on cryptocurrency portfolio, and I say to him that we will maybe ready do it near to March, maybe April.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, Sergey, what type of partnership he no, he said, what about type of partnership? Numerous.
I think you will be shocked. It's adult.
Yeah, but it's a high frequency business.
Great use case. High frequency adult business.
Yeah, high frequency adult. Sounds perfect.
Okay. I think I understand.
Yeah, but still, it's a good acknowledgement of the product. We can all be shy, but we all know that such kind of businesses are normally driving the technology to the frontiers, and it's very important step for any blockchain to be acknowledged by such businesses.
And they need stable coin too.
Yeah, I guess to accept payments, probably, no?
Yes, it's about accept payments, and maybe it's about cashback program with Tom Crystal, and we will get very active users.
And very frequent, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should launch the contest for stable as fast as possible. Just before this call, I talked to a very strong team who did algo stablecoin.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Youth, the biggest one, and doing for the post, and they're ready to take active participation in implementing new content. So they're just waiting when we launch the contest.
Okay, brilliant. That sounds really good, and we welcome them to participate in the contest for sure. Also, a bit smaller announcement. So, as I am the member also of the analytics and support group, so maybe you have heard about this. So we have launched the process for assessing the efficiency of all sub-governances and all jurors in all sub-governances. So, and DeFi group was one of the first that brought the attention to by all members, because we have really big budgets here. So, and it's true. But at the same time, we one of the best sub-governances who deliver the results. And I think it's very important to help the analytics and support group to show the real progress that we have done here, because we all know that it's not easy at all to build the whole DeFi ecosystem, especially in such short terms. But in my personal opinion, we are doing really great. Yes, Pavel.
Actually, not a group which started the process, the contest which was started. So analytics and support sub-governance doesn't evaluate performance. It just created the contest to get submissions from community.
Yeah, but still it will collect then the results and publish them. So it's almost the same. So I mean that it's a good point for DeFi sub-governance to use it as a PR at least internal PR to display that we are doing the real job and we are really efficient. Okay, Alexander, so you have sent some long message in the chat.
Yes. Now I looked through document stablecoin contest, and we have one paragraph, one item in our stablecoin that had every time new questions, more and more now. Mitya said hit point in comments that we need to change this paragraph, and that for this type of stablecoin, where it's pegged to fiat, yes, through bank account, we discussed it. It's on last call, I think, that we need this requirement, but some people in chat and in documents comment that it's not so good requirement, and maybe we need to delete it. I don't know. Maybe we need to discuss one more time what we'll do with this paragraph, delete or change, because I changed it here. I added, look, or prove it in another verifiable way that it's possible to execute such a proposed solution. But maybe it's not enough.
I would add in practice.
Sorry, what do you mean?
In practice, or prove in another verifiable way that it is possible to execute such a proposed solution in practice.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
Maybe. How do you think it will be enough, and we stop with paragraph or not?
I think it was good. Okay, it was a good beforehand. So.
Yeah, I think it's okay if, of course, if the company that will be providing this peg to fiat currency stablecoin will be able to provide the, for example, audit results, regular audit results from a Big Four, for example. I think it will be sufficient. But if it's will be like the case of Tether, when there is some company that is doing the verification and it's not a famous company, so I think it will just it will not help to build the reputation of the stablecoin.
My concern is not even that. My concern is that we will get a lot of just proposals, a lot of submissions, which are just fantasies, which never could be executed in practice.
Agree.
We will. Everyone can write something like, "We will peg it to Australian dollar, and we will hold the reserve of 3 billion Australian dollars." But why do we need this?
Yes, and we're afraid this because that we added this paragraph. Or you want to?
I totally agree.
Yeah. Only.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Let's make it the hard criteria, because for this type of, I think it's the easiest from the technical implementation, but it should be, yes, fully described from the legal point.
I can imagine why these comments appear, in fact, because people are willing to just apply with the easy solution. So, okay, let's peg it to Australian dollar, like Mita said, but with no real mechanism besides it. So that's why we get such criticism. And I think it's good. So it will help us to filter the low quality works and get the good approaches.
Okay, I added in practice. I think it's enough for this item.
Yep. Okay. So any other topics to discuss, guys? Three, two, one. No.
Vlad, sorry.
You're Ivan today. Okay. Okay, please.
Try to just in time. we discussed with you, and I discussed with Mitya too about how much rewards need for jury. And before it was 2%, and we understand that it's.
I say 7.
Yes, and yes, and Mitya said maybe 7 better, because it will be not so easy contest. Maybe it will be so much submission, and we need to work harder and in good quality. Yes.
Yeah, actually, I would put the requirements there, because there's a lot of algorithms will be in economic theory, and I think the kind of the problem that I have right now with the judgments of most of the contests is just not enough. Or I would say there are jury members who don't really, fully deeply understand the topic, and they dilute the results of the jury which do understand. So I don't know, there is currently no formal kind of selection process, but if we get more reward, we might get people with more expertise. So that's the idea, basically.
Yeah, so that's what Alexander said, and in fact, we checked with him in practice that the initial proposal of our governance was stating that we are targeting at roughly 2%, but we can increase the amount in case we see it is needed. So, and for now, so we decided, and I discussed it also with Vladimir Motlikov and with Sergey, that we will increase it to 5%. We'll see how it goes. If it's still not enough, so our ceiling is 7%. But at the same time, we formed our budget of our self-governance, taking in our minds that for the majority of the contest, we will have something on average of 4%. So that's why I propose just for now to stay at 5 and see how it goes.
Guys, how do you think maybe to do a little vote in our chat, DeFi chat, for 5 or 7 or maybe another amount?
Let's leave it just 5, yeah, because it's not going to be objective, just voting anyway. So, and see, I agree with Vlad, see how it goes.
I also added some requirement to the jury that they must be proficient in economic theory, algorithms, and cryptocurrency design patterns. So like, otherwise they must abstain.
Yeah, but the issue is how we can control this, so we don't have
we can't control this, of course.
Yes, we can't.
But if, yeah, but we can't, but still, if we found that some jury just, in some way, the jury does not have a qualification, we just need to say that we expect, it's not against bad intentions of people, but it's against people who, if there is no requirement, they feel obliged to vote for every contest, and they might think that they understand, but in fact, they will understand like 75% of works, but may not understand 25% of work. So they will just vote for 75% of work, and they just won't vote for the works that they don't understand. And therefore, if we clearly state that if you do not have this, please do not vote, then there is a guidelines for people who just don't know what they need to do.
Yeah, you either vote for all works or vote for no work.
No, we can add a pair.
Yeah.
No. Right. That's not right. I mean, that's not right. That's why abstain exists. That's why abstain was exactly introduced.
Yeah, it was introduced for that, but since it works against the in some instances, I'm not sure about if the decision was good actually about abstain. So the fact that it was introduced doesn't mean that it's correct. And for a contest which requires deep understanding of the subject, it's definitely not correct. Because if you understand the subject, how you can abstain? What's the point?
Okay, but if you vote, if you don't understand, at least, okay, there can be work that particular work, which can be probably complicated or controversial, and you can
So you should not vote for
abstain on that
anything.
particular. But then,
Because if you don't understand the subject enough, good enough that you are not.
It's not about understanding. It's
About
good. You can say that you can think that, for example, you don't want to judge because it's a bit controversial, and then otherwise you'll put some random number or.
No, what do you mean controversial? We're not. It's just a design. You're a judge. If you understand the subject, you always can find what you think about this particular, submission. If you cannot at all formulate what you think about that, then you're just simply not qualified, in my opinion.
Let's put that way. I never abstained from one contest where
Exactly.
I judge, but yeah, I understand your point. Yeah, probably it is not a good.
I think it will organically go away with a new system of jury. The Mitya presented a couple of weeks ago. But until now, we need to make our best for the old system to function properly.
I'm not really how to say worried too much about abstaining, because it's really very rare when it happens. And I used it my time maybe a couple of times. I'm more worried about the case that happened in the VEX government, when in the last moment the person can.
An hour, for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry, I couldn't join the call because I was on another, but it really bothers me. I see it happen.
Hello, we lost you.
Yeah, we lost. Guys,
but I think the point is clear. Yes.
I want to edit to Amitya.
Maybe 3 to 5 times only, and that the person can come and without having demotivate totally.
Vladimir, we lose you, so we hear only 20% of your words.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm more worried about when incompetent a person comes and starts to vote and spoils the results of the whole voting, especially in the very last moment, like it happened in the VEX group. I'm really worried about that much more than about abstaining.
So I added so I added a couple of points here. Jury must be proficient in economic theory. Blah, blah, blah. We do not expect jury that does not possess all of these qualifications to vote. We do not expect jury to abstain either. You either vote for every submission or not vote at all.
Amitya, you added it in commentary, in comments, yes?
No, it's suggestions. It's suggestions.
My opinion that it's a good idea, because last time when I tried to understand every submission and look inside, sometimes I realized that I need to have conversation with a writer, because it's 2 or 3 meaning, and I can be sure that I understand correctly. And I'm not understand, and maybe not enough knowledge of me, or it's explained in a bad way. And I connect with them and have conversation, sometimes through 2 days, and it's needed to go deeper and deeper. And sometimes when I look to marks in our jury, I really understand that some of them totally don't understand this submission. Because, for example, in the end on conversation, a submitter realized that it's not will be war, and we discussed it. He said, okay, I understand. No, but I tried. Why not? But I looked for in the marks of another jury. It was 8 point, for example. Yes, it's mean that it's really need to go deeper in this submission. It's first point. And second, now will be more jury. Before it was 3, 4, 5 people's marks, and now it will be 15. In this case, maybe requirement that Mitya suggests, very important to put in the contest, yes, now in document, and maybe in this case reward 7%, not so bad idea, because we need to work more, but a total amount will be shared between not 5%, 15 or even 10. But I think it's not so bad idea. It's my opinion.
I'll repeat that my point of view is that we don't understand now if the increase in the reward will help us to improve the efficiency of the jury. So I would propose just to stay at 5, and if the tendency is positive, so we can continue with slight increase even more. But until then, it's I don't know. So it may just make some people too will to participate for the sake of participation and getting the reward.
I agree with Vladislav, and I think again I see the problem not in the economic incentives for juries or even abstaining. The problem is that we can't slash bad jurors at the moment. We need the mechanism to slash bad jurors.
No, why
Because
not? Sorry,
exactly.
have it. Sorry, there will be results in 3 days of analysis. We'll see what committee will come with, and then for jurors which systematically did bad job, or at least didn't vote at all, we can vote for disqualification proposals. Yes, it's very simple. And then we'll put.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing. Yeah, the main thing is that jurors must understand their responsibility when they take this work. And I agree, we might make it that they totally abstain the contest if they don't feel enough knowledge to make voting, but they have to understand the responsibility. So if that they are ready to take this responsibility and be excluded in case they do a bad job.
By the way, in this case, it is important to abstain on chain, because otherwise it will be really difficult to check if a juror has abstained because he feels incompetent.
Yes, and by the way, this is exactly the reason why we added abstain. We were discussing we needed abstain to see that the juror really wanted to vote, and he's not just a sleeping guy, but he doesn't have sufficient knowledge to do this. But again, it's not the discussion for the DeFi group, it's for the main governance. We work with the tools.
Agree.
Vladislav and Vladimir, but do you agree that it's a good idea to edit some new requirement in stablecoin contest for jury?
The one we discussed, I mean?
Yes, that Mitya suggested.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely and definitely. And also please add that they should abstain on chain, so meaning that so that the results can be tracked. Otherwise it's impossible to check if the juror is sleeping or he is active but is not competent enough to judge the certain contest.
You mean they need to put reject or abstain? Yes, not.
If they feel that they are incompetent to judge for this contest, so they should go to the governance interface, input the seed key, and choose abstain for each and every submission.
I agree.
And I also hope that with an increase in the jurors count, so we will get rid of the situations that's where you have to accept and to reject. So it's painful.
Okay.
Yeah, and answering the question of the guest in the chat. So sorry, I cannot spell your name. It's 7% budget for jury, for all jury. and that Alexander was saying, but in fact, I propose 5. It's 5% from the total prize fund distributed for contest winners. And this fund for jury will be distributed proportionally to the participation of jurors in the work. So meaning that if one juror just voted for one submission and another one voted for all submissions, yeah, and either accept or reject, abstains don't count. So the first one will get just proportionally lower reward than the later one. And that's the fair system that was elaborated some time ago, and it functions very good. No, okay. Because I see it in Yiddish, I guess, yes. All right, then. Do we have any other topic to discuss, guys?
May I ask additional question regarding the jurors' competence on the submission?
Sure.
Basically, what will be the guidelines on how to assess whether the jury is incompetent? As the question is
just read my submission. If you understand and can judge it, then you are competent.
Okay, very good.
It's not quite correct, because you can be competent regarding technicals, but doesn't understand anything about financials, and vice versa. But DeFi is not about only tax, or it's not about only finance. It's the complex question.
Exactly. My answer stands.
So basically, it's not quite objective to judge it. So how we will resolve this?
I would say that if you understand either of the parts, so the second part, you can just contact the participant and ask all the stupid questions you have in your mind to make it understandable. And it's what Alexander actually does, and he's really great at doing this. And I would propose just to follow this example. If you don't understand anything in the submission, just contact the author and ask. Because I will remind you that we have the strong requirement to provide the contact information for each participant for this sake. So because otherwise you can just reject the work if you cannot contact the submittant and ask your questions. We are strict on this, and this is, like, because we want to get the quality results, in fact. So that's why we have to be strict on the implementation of our rules.
Okay, fine.
Good. Anything else? 3, 2, 1, over. Okay, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for this pleasant discussion. So I thought it would be really short today because we have really a few topics, but it ended up being very interesting. So thank you for this, and see you at the next call. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, talk.